unusual for you?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much have my stuff in one sneaker.
Usually you do have one.
I'm organized, I plan things out, I deal with stress well, think quickly on my feet, and the last 2-3 weeks have just been
Not so much.
a tsunami, yeah.
A tsunami, just not even, not so much, it's a tsunami. That's overwhelming.
It is, it's totally overwhelming. And it's not like, you know, it's not an issue of like time management, there's not enough hours in the day to get it all done. And it's not even about prioritizing, because they all have to be done. So, it's been horrible.
So when I hear of a tsunami, I think about like this, it is an overwhelm, like sucking everything right out of you too.
Yes.
Not just overwhelming, so this huge wave washes over, but it sucks it all out of you too.
Yes. Yes, I would like to just curl up somewhere, pull the covers up over my head, and just rest, just go to sleep. I'm exhausted.
It's that bad?
Emotional exhaustion.
You're drained. So, this is unusual. So what's happened in the last couple of weeks?
Oh, we've had, there's all this stress at work. I was voluntold that I'm doing something with the research with another university, and now it's all falling on my lap, but it has nothing to do with my job. And we're also kind of in this transition with leadership, so there's really no one to go to. And then there's been stuff with these, you know, rental properties, and one of them was broken into and totally vandalized. And I'm the one that always takes care of those things. So I'm trying to fit those things in. And then my youngest son has had some medical issues that have kept me up at night. No doctor can figure out why he's like ready to black out. So I'm trying to keep him home from school, and he's as obsessive as his mother is about not missing school. So now I'm worried, you know, that he's getting all anxious about missing the school.
Yeah, I'm pulling this paper out because I'm starting to feel overwhelmed with you because of all the different things. And I just, one of the techniques that I've used with folks is just really kind of map it out. We can make a list, but let's map it out. So what's happened is that we've got at the center of this feeling overwhelmed. And then you mentioned, I got all kinds of things, so at least I heard at least 5 things. So one is regular work. And then you've got this research. And then you've got the rental property. And I'll start drawing some things off of this too. And then your son.
That would be my mother.
Oh, there's something, okay.
But I'm pretty much, even though there's 3 of us out of 5 kids here, I'm pretty much the one she goes to. Oh, and I also teach at the university.
Okay. Okay.
And then there's like this paperwork stuff for licensure that has become a living hell.
Yeah. So there, go ahead.
And I guess what I'm looking at your picture there, it's what of those I can and can't control. And some of the priority pieces of that are the things I can't control.
So what are the things that you can't control? And I'll double circle.
I can't control my son's health.
Yeah, you can. There's that's out of control. You don't, and there.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
can't go
sure.
anywhere without my phone, which I always have off when I'm at work, and when I'm teaching, I always have everything off. But since last Friday, it's with me at all times.
So what I put on here was always on alert.
That's how I feel.
Okay. What else then? what,
control over?
yeah, that you, I think we were starting with what you don't, and then
Don't have
we'll-
control over.
yeah.
I don't have control over the LPC board.
Okay. And there's an extra piece for your son, what's with that one?
Frustration beyond description
Mm.
and trying to handle it in a professional manner
Okay,
when I really don't want to be professional.
okay. And so for that one, that's frustration that leads to the adding to this overwhelm. What else is out of your control?
Well, in a way, it feels like all of it is, but it's,
It's sort of by degrees.
That's hard. I feel like the work probably is somewhat out of my control.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the work is actually, you have to do a line between that and the research, because that's how that came about.
Okay. So really I should be sort of circling all of these, double circling all of these?
Well, and the rental has happened, it's past tense, and now it's just cleanup. So the crisis in that one is gone,
Uh-huh.
it's just taking time. So it's past tense.
But
And
the cleanup then has
Yeah.
an element to it.
Mhm.
It's past tense in terms of it happened, but it's still ongoing fallout from what happened with it.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's no wonder you feel overwhelmed. And you said you wanted to just go to sleep and pull the covers over your head, and I'm wondering when else that level of overwhelm has happened.
I don't think I can't think of one right now,
Mm-hmm.
because I usually do have it all in one sneaker.
Yeah, this doesn't fit in one sneaker, that's for
No.
sure.
It doesn't. I can't think of one.
This hasn't happened before. This, so at this level, this is new for you.
Yeah, I think so.
You're good at organizing, and you can't possibly organize this much.
And I'm the one that other people come to when they're overwhelmed, and I take care of it.
Yeah. So you have this hat that you wear that says, "I'll take care of it."
Yeah.
And so because you said, "I just wanna pull the covers over my head," there's a piece of you that feels helpless. This is
Yeah, I
just not
don't-
just overwhelmed, but
Yeah,
feeling
I don't
helpless.
do well with vulnerability
Yeah.
and helplessness. Yeah, that's not my style.
So, other people in this kind of situation, kind of, there's a ripple effects of some of their thoughts, and how they feel with this. So I'm wondering if you kind of take me through the cycle of what happens with feeling overwhelmed and.
I haven't felt any ripples yet. It's been the one big wave.
Okay. It's that tsunami. This is a tsunami, that's for sure.
Because these are constant ripples throughout my life
Each one at different times.
at different times. Now,
Mhm.
my son's the new one. I mean, those are things that are normal, but it was all at once.
And so let's look at how you are reacting to it. You're reacting with saying, "I can't do this."
No, that's how I feel. That's not what I'm doing.
It's not what you're doing, it's how you feel. Okay.
And what? I still have to do it.
Somebody's gotta do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. What I wanna check in with you is this level of overwhelm on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being the most overwhelmed you've ever been.
About a nine,
Okay.
9.5.
Okay, it's a 9.5 now. And what I'm gonna, ask, not everybody gets to this level of overwhelmed. That's very overwhelmed. And so I've got this sort of mental checklist that I wanna go through, just to see, what else is involved in this 9.5. Overwhelmed, there's some helplessness.
Mm-hmm.
And how about hopelessness?
Not so much, no.
Okay. Sleep, how's sleep?
What's that?
This really causes a lot of stress.
Yes.
Anxiety, so the overwhelmed, if we were to break that down, there's anxiety to it, there's a lot of other things that are involved in it too. And how about appetite?
No, actually, I haven't been eating much.
Okay, so because you answered some of those questions with what's that and not so much, the next question I have may not be something that you came prepared to answer, but I'm gonna ask it, cause it's on my checklist, and that is, have you had any suicidal thoughts? Thoughts of hurting yourself? Okay, so that's the good news. The bad news is that this overwhelm is at this point, and what I wanna do is let's talk about then, ways that you could possibly shift this feeling of overwhelm.
Because if I had those feelings, then who's gonna fix that?
Right, right. And so our work is gonna be, figuring out, who else can wear that hat of, I can take care of it. And who else, where else then you can, shift. Maybe it's a shift in perspective, maybe it's a shift in something that will give you some relief with this feeling overwhelmed.